Hello, all you dissidents of the interwebs. This is Grim Fury, and thank you for joining me for my first of hopefully many videos I plan on doing. Now, I know those of you who know me personally are thinking to yourselves right now, Grim Fury, what kind of a name is that? Is that just some kind of weird thing that you just come up with for no apparent reason just to make yourself sound cool? And the answer to that would be no. Grim Fury is actually the name of a character that I created in World of Warcraft many years ago, and I use that same name on many characters on video games that I play up to this point. And so that is the name I have chosen to carry on this channel. So, there's your answer to that. Now, as some of you, well, many of you who know me, know that for a living I am a cashier. I'm not going to say where I am, where I work at for obvious reasons. But that is going to be one of the focal points of these videos, is to tell humorous stories and situations that I have come across in my years in retail, whether at this present job or ones from some of my past jobs. Also, I plan on, talking about funny observations that I have come across. And I'm also planning on doing a subscription box reveal. I am a subscriber to the Firefly Cargo Crate from Loot Crate, and they are going to be starting their second season of this subscription box here pretty soon. I originally thought about doing one when the subscription first started, but I did not start my subscription soon enough, so I failed to get the first one, so I decided not to do it. But anyways, I want to thank everyone for joining me on this quest. I don't have anything super special planned for right now. I want to apologize in advance for the quality of these videos. I do not have any knowledge when it comes to video editing software or anything like that, so these videos are pretty much going to be raw and unedited, at least for the time being. I have a couple programs that I'm looking at, and I will be testing them out to see if I can figure it out, and I will go from there. So anyways, let's get started with a couple of little, I guess you could say, just what I figure is kind of humorous things that have happened on the job. Oh, just a few days ago, I had a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in quite a while come through my line, and I asked her what she was up to, and she had pointed at her shopping cart where she had a baby carrier in there and her very young infant daughter. And she made the comment that she was making babies. One thing that she was good at. And she's like, "Say hi." And I looked down there at this sweet little child who was looking at me as though she knew she had some kind of psychic powers and was concentrating very hard on making my head explode. It was one of the creepiest things I had ever seen. She just sat there in her little chair like, just concentrating, looking at me, and creeping me the hell out, needless to say. And I looked at her mom and I said, "I think your child is giving me the stink eye." So she said, "No, she just looks like she's concentrating." I said, "She looks like she's concentrating on trying to kill me." And then all of a sudden, I looked down at her again, and she has changed the way she has looked at me from trying to kill me to this look like, "Why hasn't your head exploded? Why are you not dead right now? What did I do wrong?" So, needless to say, this is the first time I have ever come close to being murdered by a child. I've never had a child give me that kind of look before. I found it creepy and yet incredibly humorous. I've told a couple of my coworkers about this little encounter, and they themselves found it a little, I think, more humorous than anything, especially since I made the comment of it was trying to kill me. I guess that made it funnier than I guess it normally would have been. So, that is that little story of me trying to be killed by a baby. And I'll make tell you this other story, and then I think will end this very first video. This happened several years ago. I had a friend of mine who he was off the clock, and he was using one of the self-serve machines, and I was outside of that little area, and he was telling me that he was going to need to speak with one of the members of management because he needed to request this upcoming Sunday off because his sister was being induced. But that is not what I heard. So I looked at him really weird and I said, "What?" And he looks at me and he says, "My sister is being induced." Still not what I heard. And mind you, we're only like maybe 5 or 6 feet away. Why I didn't understand what the heck he was saying is beyond me, but still. Had no idea. What he had said was not what I heard. So I looked at him again and I went, "What?" And he goes, "Induced having a baby?" And I start laughing hysterically. I'm like, "Oh." So I thought you said that you needed to take a personal day because your sister was being a douche. So, needless to say, him and I got a real big laugh out of that. And so that's a story that I've had for a while. And I've shared it on occasion. Every once in a while, I'll see him on social media, and I'll ask him, "Is your sister still being a douche?" Which he usually responds to as yes. And he even told her about this little conversation, which she got quite the laugh about. So, I'm wondering, have any of you needed to request a personal day off from work because your sister or some other sibling was being a douche? Let me know in the comments below. Well, I think this is going to be everything I'm going to discuss on this very first post of mine. So, if I've made you smile in any way, whether you think what I've said is humorous or you just think I'm just a complete idiot, but as long as I've made you smile, that's the main purpose of this video and videos I plan on doing in the future. Doing it to make you smile, maybe make you laugh, make you feel a little bit better, maybe help relieve just a little bit of the daily stress. And that's one thing that I've always tried to do, is make people smile, even if the way I do it is at my own expense, which I'm quite good at, as many of my friends and coworkers could tell you. But anyways, if you like this video at all, please click the like. Please share this video as much as you can. I want to try to see, how well I can do with this. Like I said, I don't know how far I'm going to be able to go with this. I'm just going to give this a try. I mean, there's all kinds of people, all kinds of videos out there. And I thought about doing this for quite a while because I have quite a few, humorous, interesting stories in my life in retail or just in general. But I'll be doing more videos of silly stories or just, ranting about the retail service, stuff that any of you that are, cashiers or have worked retail will easily be able to understand and probably agree with because you've been in the same situation or thought the same thing or said or done the same thing. But anyways, I'll have that, and I'll do maybe just random stories from life, and like I said, I'll be doing the subscription box reveal when I get that in. And if you would like to leave some suggestions, on what you might want me to see, want me to do, or suggestions on making these videos better, just leave a comment, and I will I'll reply to them as soon as I'm able to. I'm only able to make these videos on my weekend because of my erratic sleep schedule, but I will do my best to reply to any comments. Like I said, give a like, and give it a share. Share it to social media. And if you really like it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. All the likes and shares and subscriptions I would, greatly appreciate. Like I said, I'm doing this to just try to make you and anybody that watches this smile, possibly laugh. Even if if you're doing it because you think I'm an idiot, hey, if I've helped brighten your day a little bit, then all of this is worth it. So, this is Grim Fury, signing off on this very first inaugural video, hopefully the beginning of something special, and thank you again for being here with me. You are the reason why I decided to go ahead and do this. So, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.